Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever found yourself wondering, is she interested in me? Or am I overthinking it? Sometimes, understanding someone's feelings can feel like decoding an ancient language. Women often use subtle hints and nonverbal cues to show interest, leaving many men scratching their heads. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of subtle signals women use to gauge interest. Stick around to the end for real-life examples and a key takeaway that could change how you approach these situations forever. 1. Hooking opportunities, the subtle art of connection. Let's delve deeper into one of the most common yet often overlooked behaviors, the creation of opportunities to spend time together. These small moments, which might appear casual on the surface, are often intentional and meaningful. For instance, imagine a scenario where a colleague casually asks if you'd like to join her for coffee after work. To the untrained eye, it might seem like a spur-of-the-moment suggestion, but in reality, it could be a deliberate way to gauge your interest and willingness to connect. Women, in particular, often use these low-pressure situations as a way to read between the lines of someone's actions. These moments are not about grand gestures or overt declarations. Instead, they focus on subtle cues, such as how much effort you put into showing up, engaging in conversation, or even reciprocating the invitation. It's a quiet test of compatibility and interest, framed in a way that feels natural and easygoing. The psychology behind these gestures. Why is this approach so common? It boils down to creating a safe and non-intimidating environment for both parties. By framing the interaction as something casual, the stakes are lowered, allowing for genuine interactions to unfold. This also provides a way to subtly observe qualities like attentiveness, enthusiasm, and a willingness to invest time without the pressure of an explicitly romantic or high-stakes situation. For instance, if you enthusiastically agree to join her for coffee, engage in meaningful conversation, and perhaps even suggest a follow-up activity, it signals that you value the opportunity to spend time together. On the other hand, a lack of interest or minimal effort might indicate a lesser degree of compatibility or interest, all without the need for direct confrontation or awkward conversations. Reading and responding to the signals. Recognizing these opportunities requires attentiveness. If someone goes out of their way to create a scenario where you can connect, it's a good sign they're interested in getting to know you better. It's essential to approach these situations with an open mind and genuine curiosity. Whether the interaction develops into a deeper connection or simply remains a friendly exchange, the key lies in how you respond. If you're interested in building a stronger relationship, consider reciprocating these gestures. For example, you could suggest your own casual meetup, like lunch at a nearby spot or attending an event you know they'd enjoy. This mutual effort creates a positive feedback loop, where both parties feel valued and appreciated. Beyond coffee, other forms of opportunity creation. While a coffee invitation is a classic example, hooking opportunities can manifest in many other ways. It might be an invitation to join a group activity, a suggestion to collaborate on a project, or even a simple gesture like offering to help with a task. These are all ways to create shared experiences that build rapport and connection. Recognizing and valuing these moments can lead to meaningful relationships, whether in the workplace, friendships, or romantic contexts. So, the next time someone casually asks if you'd like to join them for coffee or engages you in a low-pressure activity, take a moment to reflect on the opportunity it represents. You might just be stepping into the start of something significant. Here's an example. Sarah wanted to spend more time with her classmate, Ryan. Instead of directly asking him out, she invited him to help her with a project she claimed was a bit tricky. Ryan showed genuine interest, and their collaboration became the foundation of a deeper bond. If you're interested, lean into these moments with enthusiasm. A simple "sure, I'd love to" can go a long way in signaling mutual interest. 2. Playful banter and teasing. Next up, teasing and lighthearted jokes. Picture this. Lisa and Jake are having a conversation. She jokes about his peculiar coffee order, calling it the most complicated drink ever. Jake laughs and playfully teases her back about her love for pumpkin spice lattes. This playful exchange isn't just humor, it's chemistry in action. For many women, teasing is a way of assessing your confidence, sense of humor, and emotional flexibility. Can you laugh at yourself? Can you keep the conversation fun without taking things too seriously? If she's teasing, take it as a good sign. Respond with playful banter to show you're comfortable and confident. 3. Body language speaks volumes. Body language speaks volumes. Understanding the unspoken language. You've probably heard the saying, actions speak louder than words. This adage rings particularly true when it comes to interpreting emotions and interest, especially in social or interpersonal situations. Body language plays a crucial role in communication, often revealing feelings and intentions more clearly than spoken words. Women, in particular, are highly attuned to these nonverbal cues, often relying on them to gauge someone's level of interest or engagement. So, what specific signals should you be looking for? Subtle actions like leaning in during a conversation can indicate attentiveness and a desire to be closer, both physically and emotionally. Maintaining consistent eye contact is another powerful indicator of interest. It suggests that someone is fully present in the interaction and values the connection they're forming with you. Additionally, mirroring your movements, a subconscious action where a person imitates your gestures, posture, or expressions, can be a strong sign of rapport and compatibility. The science behind body language. Why is body language so impactful? Studies in psychology suggest that nonverbal communication makes up a significant portion of how we convey emotions and intentions. According to research, as much as 60 to 70% of communication is nonverbal, meaning that what we do often carries more weight than what we say. For example, someone might verbally express interest, but their crossed arms or lack of eye contact could tell an entirely different story. Women often excel at picking up on these subtle cues, thanks in part to a natural inclination toward empathy and emotional intelligence. This sensitivity to body language allows them to read between the lines and determine whether someone's words align with their actions. How to recognize and respond to cues. Recognizing these nonverbal signals is only half the battle. How you respond to them is just as important. If someone leans in or maintains eye contact, it's a good idea to reciprocate those gestures to show mutual interest. Similarly, if you notice someone mirroring your movements, it's often a subconscious sign that they're feeling connected to you. This creates an opportunity to build rapport and deepen the interaction. However, it's also important to remain authentic. Overanalyzing or attempting to manipulate your own body language can come across as insincere. Instead, focus on being present in the moment and letting your natural reactions guide the interaction. Common nonverbal cues to look for. Here are a few additional body language signals that can provide insight into someone's feelings. Open posture, uncrossed arms and legs, facing you directly, often indicate openness and interest. Smiling, a genuine smile, complete with crinkling around the eyes, is a classic sign of warmth and positivity. Proximity. If someone moves closer to you during a conversation, it's likely a sign of comfort and connection. Touch. Light. Casual touches, like a tap on the arm or a brush of the hand, can signal a desire to create a closer bond. The power of awareness. Understanding body language isn't about scrutinizing every small movement, but rather being mindful of the overall vibe and energy of an interaction. When you pay attention to these subtle cues, you can gain a deeper understanding of how someone feels, allowing you to respond in ways that foster genuine connection. So, the next time you're in a conversation, take a moment to observe not just what's being said, but how it's being said through body language. You might find that the most meaningful messages are the ones left unspoken. A story for you: Tom was talking to Emily at a party. She kept leaning in slightly whenever he spoke, maintaining steady eye contact. At one point, she mimicked his gesture of brushing his hair back. These subtle actions showed she was engaged and comfortable around him. Tom recognized these cues and confidently asked if she'd like to grab lunch sometime. Small adjustments in your body language, like open posture and leaning in slightly, can communicate interest more effectively than words. Future plans and initiative. Here's an interesting one. Women might subtly mention future plans to test your interest. For example, she might say, "I've been wanting to check out this new Italian restaurant downtown." She's not just making conversation. She's watching to see if you take the hint and suggest going together. Let me share a quick story. Megan mentioned to Alex how she'd love to try paddleboarding. A week later, Alex surprised her by suggesting a paddleboarding session at the local lake. Not only did this gesture impress Megan, but it also showed her that Alex was attentive and proactive. By responding to these hints, you demonstrate initiative and thoughtfulness, qualities that are highly attractive. Compliments and their hidden meaning. When a woman compliments you, it's rarely random. Whether she praises your sense of humor or notices your unique choice of shoes, she's paying close attention to you. Compliments are her way of opening a door to deeper connection while gauging your response. Here's a thought. Next time she compliments you, accept it with a warm smile and a simple thank you. Better yet, return the gesture by complimenting her in a genuine way. For example, if she says, "You're really good at explaining things," you might reply, "Thanks. And I've noticed you're amazing at making people feel comfortable." Subtle touches and chemistry. Lastly, let's talk about physical touch. A light tap on your arm, a playful nudge, or brushing against you while laughing might seem incidental. But these are deliberate moves to build intimacy. Consider this example during a group dinner. Emma lightly touched Liam's arm as she laughed at his joke. This wasn't random. It was her way of expressing comfort and attraction. Liam noticed, leaned in slightly, and continued the conversation with a smile. That small interaction laid the foundation for a closer connection. Responding positively to these touches, whether with a warm smile or subtle reciprocation, shows that you're attentive and open to deeper interaction. Conclusion: recognizing the signals. As we wrap up, remember this: women often use subtle, thoughtful gestures to test the waters and build connections while protecting their vulnerability. Recognizing these signs isn't about overanalyzing every move. It's about being present and open to understanding the dynamics of attraction. Final thought: attraction is a two-way street. By being mindful and responsive, you not only strengthen your connection, but also create an environment of mutual understanding and trust. So, what's your take? Have you ever noticed any of these subtle signals? Did you miss them? Or did you catch on and take action? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and experiences. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.